So now let us go in detail about the religion Jainism. Okay, Jainism is one of the very ancient religions. Traditionally, the Jains believed in the existence of 24 Tritankaras. Okay, Tritankaras. Rishabha was the first Tritankara. Okay, Tritankara is nothing but the persons in the Jainism, they follow the religion. Okay, so they used to say that, right? Like in Muslim they used to say prophet, right? So there are many prophets. So as similar to that, in Jainism there were 24 Tritankaras. So first Tritankara were Parsvanatha was the 23rd Tritankara. Parsvanatha was born on the son of King Ashwasena in the 8th century BCE. Okay, so who was the 23rd Tritankara? Parsvana was the 23rd Tritankara, and who and he was the son of King Ashwasena, and he belongs to the 8th century BCE. Okay, so it is believed that he renounced all luxury and indulgence and attained immortality. Renounced means rejected. Okay, then indulgence means satisfaction. All he rejected everything, the luxury, and he attained the immortality, that is the ability to live forever. Okay, so he renounced society and became a hermit. Hermit is nothing but a person who lives with away from the society. Okay, usually for the religious purpose. He preached four principles for a peaceful life. Okay, so what are the four principles by Parasvanatha? We will see now. First one is the non-violence. Second one is the truth. Third one is the asteya. Asteya is nothing but not to steal. Okay. Fourth one is aparigraha. Aparigraha means not to own any property. Okay. So the fifth principle of brahmacharya was taught by Vardhamana. Vardhamana. He was the 24th Tritankara. Okay. So we will see who is Vardhamana. Vardhamana is who we called as Mahavira. Okay, so his time of period is like 599 to 527 BCE. So Vardhamana was born in Kuntalagrama in Vaishali, one of the republics, so one of the place. So his father was Siddhartha, the king of Nyanatrika tribe. So this is one of the tribe. Okay. So his mother was Trishala Devi. So the princess of the Republic of Lichavi. So this is also a place. Okay. At the age of 30, Vardhamana set out in search of truth and renounced his family and house. So he rejected his family and house, he came out of his place at the age of 30. Okay, so he wandered for 12 years in this quest. So that means he wandered. He was not placed at a permanent place. He was wandering here and there in search of something. Quest is nothing but a long search. Okay, for something. So and he meditated, he punished his body by fasting. Okay, so at age of 42, fasting means nothing but he was not eating anything. Okay, so at the age of 42 he achieved enlightenment, that is kaivalya means nothing but a state of being that is perfect in knowledge and wisdom. Okay, so he attained everything, he attained the wisdom. Okay, so Vardhamana controlled his senses and achieved power over comfort and pain. Okay, so this was been achieved by Vardhamana by sacrificing everything. Due to his achievement, he came to be known as Mahavir and became a Jina. A Jina was one who had overcome his senses and became victorious. Okay, thus, his followers came to be known as Jains. So, Mahavira spent 30 years, that is, the rest of his life, preaching his knowledge to the people around the Ganga and Yamuna rivers. Okay, so then he went, he traveled to the Western India preaching his thoughts. So, he attained Nirvana in his 72nd year in Pavapuri of Bihar. So he attained Nirvana. Okay. Nirvana is nothing but a peace like heaven. So he attained that in 72nd age. Mahavira taught five vows and three principles of behavior. Okay, so the later were called as three ratnas. So his five vows were as follows. So the non-violence, truth, asteya, and apagriha was already taught by, we already seen by the Parasvanatha, right? So the fifth one is the brahmacharya thing. Okay. So next we will see about the three ratnas are as follows: Samyagan, Samyak Darshan, Samyak Charitra. Okay. So these were the three ratnas which are the principles of behavior. Okay, so Jainism does not reject the existence of God completely, yet it advocates atheism. So here what they are saying, that Jainism, it does not completely reject, okay, they don't completely reject the existence of God, but what they say, but they advocate, that means advocate atheism. Advocate is nothing but it recommend atheism. Atheism is the disbelief in the existence of God. Okay, atheism is the disbelief in the existence of God. So it denies the role of God in the daily affairs of people. It places God at a lower level than Jinnah. So in this religion, they keep the God below the Jinnah. Jinnah is already we seen that the person who attains, who overcomes everything through his senses and become victorious. Over here we have seen, right. So the Jains believe that every animate and the inanimate thing possesses a soul. That is every each and everything which has life. Okay. So they also believe that it is only through purification of the soul that one can achieve freedom from rebirth and attain nirvana. So according to the religion Jainism, what they think is that everything has a soul. Okay, how they become purified only through if they achieve freedom. Okay, so at that time only they will become a nirvana is already we seen that the peace. Okay, peace from the life. Purification is possible through medication, fasting, punishment of the body, and thereby destruction of the body. Okay, so how purification is attained, they have given over here through medication, fasting, punishment of the body is nothing but sacrificing everything, everything including the luxurious thing in our daily life, and thereby destruction of the body. So this process is called as salekana. The concept of karma is a very important aspect of Jainism. What you all know about karma, right? What you do now will be reflected or you gain in the next future. According to this, a human being can attain salvation only through good and holy acts. So whatever you do good, you will get it good in back. So to attain enlightenment, the soul had to achieve freedom from the bondage of the body. Traditionally, we get to see two important sects among Jains called Swatambaras and Digambaras. Sects means, that means a group of people among the Jains. Okay, so those saints and the followers who wear white cloths are called as Swatambars, whereas those saints and the followers who do not wear any cloth are called as Digambars. So they, you just find out the difference. Okay, no, main have to keep it in the mind, the two sects of the Jains who were Svetambars and the Digambars. Svetambars are the person who wear the white cloths, and the Digambars are the person who does not wear any cloth. Okay, so after the first Jain council, the preaching of Mahavir were compiled in 12 volumes. So they have been published in 12 volumes. Okay, so these were called 12 Angas by the Jains. So they are in Prakrit language. So 12 books they have. So they were been written in the Prakrit language. Very early, a group of Jains migrated to the south due to the famine in Bihar. Famine is nothing but the extreme scarcity of food, shortage of food. Because of shortage of food, they migrated themselves to the south part, and they settled down at Saravana Belagola. So thus even here Jainism spread and many works were written in Kannada, Telugu and Tamil languages. So the famous Kannada poets Pampa, Rana, Jana and Ponna were Jains.